gets me every time.
Hey, what's up guys? This is Joey here. I guess this is my 10 tips for starting keto. I've noticed a lot of keto YouTube channels do this, and after my own keto experiences, I thought I would go ahead and make one for myself to show you guys. And I will try to make it as brief as I can, but still as informative as I can. My number one tip would be don't procrastinate. I've noticed a lot of people that have asked me about keto and I've talked about doing keto with seem to want to start next month. It's never right here right now. It's always, well, I still got this food in my house, and just people just don't want to start now. They just want to keep putting it off, which is the same thing I did. Every time I've tried to diet, it's always, well, maybe after Thanksgiving, and after Thanksgiving it's like, well, maybe after Christmas, because we're going to be eating holiday food at Christmas, and just keep putting it off. Like, if you're going to start, then just up and start. Just start right now. There's really no need to just keep putting it off over and over again. Otherwise you'll never make any progress. Like I wish I had started keto when I first started dieting. I wish I had started dieting years before I did, and I kept putting it off. And I can't imagine the progress I would have made if I had just started at the beginning instead of just procrastinating. So don't procrastinate. Don't wait. Don't say, I'll start in February. I'll start in March. Just start right now. Like, there's no reason. Like, right here, right now. Like, if you want to make the leap and start dieting and doing keto, then just start right now. There's nothing stopping you but you. And my tip number 2 would be, don't weigh yourself every single day. Pick a day and weigh yourself only on that day. Like me, I do weigh-in Mondays. I don't weigh myself all week. I just weigh myself first thing in the morning every Monday, because I found if it fluctuates too much, which it's bound to do, then you'll start getting discouraged. And it's happened to me. It's happened to people I know, where you'll weigh yourself, every day, and some days it'll be up, some days it'll be down. And then if you see it going up, you for real start getting discouraged and not wanting to continue on with the diet, because you get to the point where it's like, well, what's the point? I'm not losing this weight. And that could be for a number of reasons. And you might as well just pick a day and just only do it on that day. That's how I've been doing it. And I've lost roughly about 5 pounds a week since I've been on keto. And I don't know how that would have worked out. I don't know how it would have looked on the scale if I'd done it every single day. I could have possibly been losing weight the whole time, but maybe I would have felt it wasn't enough weight. So pretty much just weigh yourself once a week and just pick a day, and make sure you do it first thing in the morning before you eat, before you start intaking any of your calories or drinking anything. You don't want any extra weight, so wake up, go to the bathroom, weigh yourself once a week, preferably Mondays. I feel like Monday is a nice, easy day to remember. Weigh in Mondays. That's how I do it. All right, number 3 would be to pay attention to your electrolyte deficiency. When you first start doing keto, if you've researched keto at all, you know about the keto flu. But within the first few days of doing keto, due to the lack of a carb intake, you're tired, you're groggy, you're like a brain fog. You just don't feel good. And a lot of that is due to electrolyte deficiency. So I found the best way to help maintain that and to help ease your way into keto is to take supplements. For starters, the easiest thing you can do is just salt your food. Like, salt your food a lot. Make sure you're intaking a lot of sodium, because your kidneys won't, like, once you start getting into keto, your kidneys are going to start flushing out your sodium. You're not going to retain the water weight. The sodium is going to flush through your body. So you're going to have a sodium deficiency for starters. So make sure you're intaking a lot of sodium and put actual salt preferably Himalayan pink salt because it's got all the good minerals and whatnot in it. So make sure, try to get some salt and salt your food on top of the sodium you're already intaking. And then what I do, I take potassium and magnesium supplements. So, I mean, obviously you should also be taking your daily multivitamin anyways, which is what you should always be taking when you're dieting. I mean, in general, you should just take it anyways, but especially when you're dieting. And then on top of that, just go, you can get them, they're not that expensive, you can get them at Walmart or anywhere. Just get some potassium, magnesium. And if you have your potassium, magnesium, and sodium, then that should help lessen any keto flu or any symptoms you have that are making you not feel good in the first couple of days until you start getting into ketosis. All right, tip 4 would be to, if you can, go through and throw out any bad foods that you have in your house. Obviously, like me, like I've got a family, and for the first month of doing keto, my wife wasn't on keto, and obviously my kids aren't. So I have temptation all the time. I mean, they're eating muffins and cookies and pizza pockets and just all non-friendly keto foods. So obviously I can't throw it out. But if you're able to, then go ahead and just clear out your cabinets and your fridge of any tempting foods. You don't want any temptations. You don't want anything to make you feel like you're gonna slip and you're not gonna be able to stay on keto. At first, my wife started doing keto with me, and like she's addicted to chocolate milk, so she would drink chocolate milk, and it got to the point where she ended up just giving up on keto. She's back on it now, and we found a nice keto friendly chocolate milk that we've made that she kind of likes. Obviously it's not as good, but yeah, definitely just you don't want to give yourself any of those temptations. You don't want anything to make you slip and make you like throw you out of ketosis if you get into ketosis, or make you not want to continue on with the diet. Tip 5 I would have would be to, leading up to doing keto, or even when you first start doing keto, make sure you research as much as you can, learn everything you can about keto and ketosis, because in the long run it always helps being knowledgeable. You can go on the subreddit r/keto. You could go on rule.me, and I learned a lot of what I know from YouTube. Just go on YouTube and you could search what is keto. There's certain channels you can go to. I watch Keto Connect a lot. They're probably my favorite YouTube channel. I learned a pretty good amount. I mean, mainly I learned my recipes and whatnot from them, but I've learned a decent amount about just being on keto from them as well. But yeah, definitely just research. Make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you're doing keto because, like, for the right reasons. Like, you know why you're doing it. Like, you know the health benefits of it. Just knowledge is power, and you want to make sure that you know literally as much as you can. Like I have crammed my brain full of knowledge related to keto and being on this diet, and that way also, once your progress starts coming and people start throwing questions your way, you'll know how to answer them. You'll know how to try to talk other people into being on keto, because keto's so good for your body. Like, there's no reason not to at least try to get other people to be on it too. I'm not saying cram it down their throats, but you definitely want to be able to persuade other people to be on keto if they're interested in your weight loss journey. Tip number 6 would be meal prepping. Like, know what you're gonna eat that day. Like, if that means you have to make a batch of food and get some Tupperware and separate it for each day, then do that. Me, I don't mind eating the exact same thing every day, so I already know I'm going to eat. I know I'm going to make my bulletproof coffee first thing in the morning. I know I'm going to eat bacon and eggs for breakfast. I know I might snack. I usually don't snack, and then I'll eat me a dinner. And my dinner is usually just a hamburger patty with an egg on it, and maybe sometimes bacon, depending on how hungry I am. Sometimes I'll mix it up on dinner. You know, I'll make keto pizza, or I'll make smoked sausage, or just kind of whatever I'm in the mood for. But for the most part, I know what I'm going to eat anyways. So I feel like that makes it a lot easier. It definitely helps with temptations. Just make sure you meal prep. You know exactly what you're going to eat every day. If that means you have to go beginning of the week and buy all your food for the week, then just do that. And then just go through and prep it and have all your meals ready to go. It'll definitely make keto a lot easier. Tip number 7 would be don't count your calories at first. Just ease your way into being on keto. I kind of counted my calories at first, but I came to keto from an 800 calorie a day diet. So I ended up bumping my calories up to 1500, and I was counting them, but to me it was already so much more food than I was used to eating that didn't really bother me. So if you're coming from a high caloric intake a day, then I definitely wouldn't necessarily worry about counting your calories. I wouldn't say go eat 5,000 calories, but I would just ease your way into being on keto. Just slowly take out the carbs and get used to just eating high fats. And I definitely think it'll make it a lot easier for you. And then after like a week, once you know you're in ketosis and you're all fine, then start cutting back on your daily caloric intake, and you should be fine. All right, and tip number 8 is going to be to not only be accountable for your actions, but find somebody else, an accountability buddy, to help you be accountable for your actions. It could be a person, it could even be a Facebook group. I personally use Keto Connection, which is Matt and Mega from Keto Connect. It's their Facebook group, but everybody on there is really supportive, like more so than any other Facebook group. So if you're going to go that route, that's definitely the group I would suggest joining. You could always also like message me or comment on anything of mine, and I will be quick to get back to you. I only get 2 to 4 hours of sleep a night anyways, and I'm almost always on my phone, so I will be able to get back to you pretty quick if you have any issues or if you need help with meal prepping or anything like that. So yeah, I definitely try to find somebody to help you stick to your diet and help you with meal prepping or anything. That way you don't slip up. Like, you definitely want somebody to be on your side, to have your back the whole time. Tip number 9, which not everybody's up for, but I definitely suggest and highly recommend, would be intermittent fasting. That's what I did. That's what I still do. I've done it since the day I started doing keto. But at least for the first week, even the first few days, because it helps kick you into ketosis quicker. So that pretty much means you only eat between a 4 and 8 hour window throughout the day. I mean, me personally, I usually do noon to 6. I used to do 2 to 8. So you can even do noon to 8 if you want to. I mean, it doesn't really matter the window. You just want a 4 to 8 hour window and do all your eating within that window. And last but not least, my final tip would be to just have fun. Like this is a diet you can have fun. You can play around with new foods and stuff. Like, I enjoy, I mean, if you enjoy cooking, for sure, I enjoy cooking. So like making keto bread or keto pizza. I have all kinds of videos planned for like keto tacos and keto nachos. I mean, you can pretty much make like most things, if not everything. Like, you can keto-fy it. So I definitely suggest like just have fun. I mean, it's all good foods. I mean, you get to eat bacon and hamburgers and stuff and still lose weight. So like, it's probably the best diet like ever conceived. Like, it's phenomenal. And the fact you can get those foods that you can't even have on keto and make them into keto, like it's wonderful. And I would definitely suggest just try anything. Like, try to just think of foods that you like. That's how I did with like the keto tacos and stuff. Like, I absolutely love tacos, so I'm like, well, how do I turn this into a keto food? Like, and that's kind of the process I go through. Just think of foods you like, foods that you crave, or that maybe even food you think you wouldn't be able to be on keto because you couldn't get past it. Kind of like I said with my wife, like, she loves chocolate milk. She didn't think she could do keto because she craves chocolate milk all the time. So I'm like, what if I make you a chocolate milk? Like, what if I make you a keto chocolate milk? And since I made it, like, she says she thinks she could stick with it. So definitely just try to just have fun and just try new things. Like, try new keto foods. I'm always just trying to think of new meals and stuff. So yeah, definitely do that. That'll make it not so serious. It'll definitely make the process a lot better for you. All right, guys, and that's my 10 keto tips. Hopefully it turned out all right for you guys. I know it might feel a little rushed, but both my kids are in the living room right now, and they tend to get crazy. So I wanted to try to get this video out, but I still wanted to be at least somewhat informative and give you guys a little bit of details. Yeah, definitely, if you guys like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Share the video, and definitely click that little notification bell so you'll get notified when I upload more videos, because I still have a lot of stuff planned. And I'm sorry if my quality hasn't been up to par thus far. I plan on getting a better camera and getting an actual audio microphone. I mean, right now I'm still using my phone, and I'm just using the onboard microphone for my phone, so it's obviously not the best quality. But I mean, tax time. I mean, I should have my taxes within a few weeks, and my plan is to try to invest in a good camera and maybe like a lavalier mic or something to just to make the quality better for you guys. So yeah, definitely thanks for watching this video, and hope to see you guys on the next one.